Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to see how from JSON function works with a struct type in PySpark. So why do we use from function? So from JSON function is used to convert string JSON type to map or a struct type. So in the previous video, we have seen how we are going to convert a string JSON into map type and how we can access the value out of it. Now in this exercise, what we are going to see, how can we convert a string of JSON type to a struct type. What I am doing in this exercise, I am just importing all the required libraries. Here I am creating a list variable. In list variable, I am storing three objects. Each object contains one JSON structure in the form of a string. Here we are creating one schema with the help of a struct type and a struct field. This custom schema I am creating two column, AP full name of string type, AP marks is of string type. Again we are creating one more schema, custom schema, AP data JSON schema with the help of a struct type. Here we are defining variable with the help of a struct field. Two variables, two columns we are defining. One is AP math marks and AP science marks. Both are of string type. With the help of a create data frame function, what I am going to do, I am passing this list variable and custom schema to create this data frame. Once the data frame gets created, so what I am going to do, I am creating a column with the help of with column function. Name of the column is AP marks from JSON. And how I am going to populate this column? We are going to populate this column with the help of a from JSON function. And what from which value we are going to get it? We are going to get it from AP marks. And here we are just defining the data type of this column is of this schema, and this schema we have defined here. This is nothing but it of a struct type, and it has two fields, AP math marks and AP science marks. Then when this schema gets created, we will going to show you what is the content of this, not schema, data frame. When this data frame gets created, then I will show you what is the content of this data frame. And again, we have created this column, it's of a struct type. So to get the math marks, because it has a one column known as math marks, here we can see. So we are getting the data of the math marks, and we are populating this newly created column name. So till here I am going to copy the code from my previous exercise, because I have shown you how to use from JSON function to convert a string of a JSON type into map type. Now I am going to convert the string of JSON type into a struct type. So until here I am going to copy the data from my previous exercise. So let's go to Databricks. Let's create a notebook here. From JSON struct type. Let me copy it from my previous exercise. So I'm copying the code. Here we are just defining the list. In that list we have a data. This is the string. This is the custom string type. Okay. So let's run this one by one. Yes. So it's completed. So all the functions which is present in these packages now available in this notebook. Let's create a custom schema. So let's create the data. This is the list variable. This list variable we are storing three objects, each object having one string of JSON type. Which of JSON type? We can say in the string the structure is of JSON. Now here we are creating this custom schema. Let's create one more custom schema. We have created the custom schema for this whole object. Okay. Now let's create the custom schema for this JSON type structure, which we are going to use in whenever we are making the JSON into a struct type. So how we are going to create one more custom schema? AP data underscore JSON underscore schema, and with the help of a struct type, we are creating this custom schema, and with the help of a struct field, we are defining the name of the column AP math marks, and string type of data type is of string type. Second one is of struct type, struct field. Name is AP science marks, and data type is of string type. Let's run it. So both schema we have created successfully. Now let's create this one. Let's create a. I am copying the code which I have done in the previous exercise. What I'm just doing here. I am I am creating a data frame with the help of a create data frame function by passing the list object and the custom schema. List object we have defined here. It has all the data, and this is the custom schema which we have defined to read this list, all the objects which is present in this list. So let's run it. This data frame has been created successfully. Let's see the content of this data frame. We can see AP marks is a string, and if you see the structure of this string is of JSON. So let's see how from JSON function is used to convert this JSON string into a struct type. In the previous example, we have converted into the map type. Now we are converting into the struct type. Struct type df. How we are going to do so? This is the data frame. This is the data frame. On top of this, let's create a one column. Name the column as AP marks from JSON. And how we are going to populate this column? with the help of a from JSON function, and from which column we are converting that we are converting JSON to other data type. So the column name is AP marks. So how we are going to write it? First, let's put this data frame name and then AP name. And what is the type of the column which we are creating here? The type, the type, the data type would be, this is the struct type which we have defined. So we are going to use this struct type here. Let's run it. So this data frame has been created successfully. So what we are doing here, with the help of a with column function, we are creating a new column. This new column data will be going to populate from this from JSON function. In this JSON function, we are providing the column name. This column name is of a string type, but the data inside is of a JSON structure, and we are saying that convert this column type into the struct type with this schema. So this schema we have defined here, but this schema is saying that it is of a struct type, and there is a two column it contains. One is AP math marks and one is AP science marks. So this data frame has been created successfully. Let's see the content. We can see this is a struct type. This is object, and in object the data is storing in this format. So let's see what is the schema of this JSON data frame. Then we came to know that this AP marks from JSON. What would be the data type of that column which is present in this data frame? So we can see the schema with the help of a print schema. We can see this AP marks from JSON is of struct type, and AP math marks and AP science marks is of string type. So same thing we have defined here. Here, this is a schema which we have used to read AP math marks column, which is of string, and the data which content is of a JSON structure. Here it is of a struct type, and AP math marks is of a string type, AP science marks is of a string type. So same thing it is visible over here. AP marks from JSON is of a struct type, and AP math marks and AP science marks is of string type. So in this way we have seen that how we can use from JSON function to convert a column which is present in which contains string, and inside the string the structure is of JSON type. How can we convert from that to struct type? Now we have converted it. We have shown the data type, as well as we have seen the data type, as well as we have seen the print schema. Let's see if we want to fetch the value from this column AP math marks and AP science marks, how we are going to do it. Okay, so let me create one more variable. On which data frame we want to fetch the records of AP math marks and AP science marks. So from this data frame, let's create one column, and the name of the column is AP math marks. And from where we are going to get the value? We are going to get the value from this schema, not this schema, this data frame. The data frame has a column of struct type name is AP marks from the JSON, and from there we are going to fetch the value of AP math marks. This is the we are fetching the value from of math marks. Let's fetch the value of science marks. So I am copying the code and pasting it, and we are just changing the name of the column. Again we are creating one more column, and here the name of the column of the struct type is not AP math marks, it is of AP science marks. So let's run this code. Okay, invalid syntax in line 1. But then okay, here we have put 2 times dots. That's why it gave error. So now this data frame has been created. So what we are going to do in this data frame, we are creating a new column AP underscore math marks, and from where we are getting, from where this column is populated, the column is populated from this AP marks column. From this is the data frame name, this is the column name which is of a struct type, and this struct type, this is the name of the column from where we want to fetch the data. Same thing we are doing for the science marks. This is the name of the data frame, and this is the name of the data frame column which is of a struct type, and this is the column of this struct type from where we fetch the data and store those data into this column. So this data frame has been created successfully. Let's see the content of this data frame. Here we can see this AP math marks and AP science marks both are populated with value from here. AP math marks value is 98, so it is giving 98. AP science marks it is 90, so it is giving 90. Same here 99, 91, 99, 91. Here is 100 and 100. So here it is populating 100 and 100. So we in this video we have seen how we are going to convert a column of a string type, but the structure is of JSON type, convert into the new column of a struct type with the help of a from underscore JSON function. So let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.